So I don't know. I mean, I think tonight was another low point for the NFL. Just for outside people to create a narrative and pretty much stick to it. It was a this has to be let me think. I don't know. This got to be the worst Super Bowl ever. Plain and simple. Um, for a team to now let's get this straight. The team that we you had let me see, you had the Ravens, you had us, you had I think that was it. The Giants. That was a 6 seed to make it to the Super Bowl and win it. This was disgraceful. This ain't no salt. And again, I don't motherfuckers can kiss my ass on that part. This ain't no salt. I can give a fuck if we won or not. We didn't play tonight. But for the referees to control the narrative, that shows how um that shows where the NFL is headed. That shows why they have record low viewership. Record low viewership, record low contributors, which they don't need the contributors anyway. They're a billion dollar company. They have billionaires who own teams. They don't give a fuck what about us little Joe Schmoes care. Tonight showed that they control the narrative. For real. To hold Patrick Mahomes to that many yards, this ain't the uh, Denver uh, the Denver Broncos defense. This ain't like elite defense to hold him down. This is about calling the right flag at the right time when you needed to. Oh, I didn't hear that shit one time tonight. Oh, they're letting them play. But the whole game when we played Tampa Bay, they were letting us play, huh? Until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, huh? So, you know what? I'm not gonna go off into this who better than who shit because still I know who better than who. Y'all know who better than who. Fuck any of these motherfuckers fans. Keep it real and be honest. This was a tainted season. This was the most tainted, disgraceful year in NFL history. It's just coming for me. You got analysts who are disgraced to even watch football. You have one of the most popular sports being controlled. That's disgusting. That is disgusting to sit there and you let probability and everything else control the narrative. You know, for my team. And so happen it has to be. Now, this is the thing. Like, y'all are like, oh man, motherfucker, you only saying this shit because you a Packer fan. Listen, bro. If I was a fucking Lions fan, if I was a Bears fan, if I was any motherfucking else team fan, I would sit here and look at y'all in the fucking eyes and tell y'all that everything that's been going on this whole year has been controlled. Controlled. Period, plain and simple. It has been controlled. The lack of calls being called. The lack of calls being called that wasn't supposed to be a call. The lack of calls not being called when they need it is it this all I say, man. For any real football fan to take the probability out of the play. It's 35. You have a 58%. I think it was like 58% chance to convert the play on a 35. Okay, cool. The 58, you got 48% of the chance you might not. The 42 stands. They don't make the play. That don't control the 100%. If you call a flag, that'll override the 42%. Everything is about probability, man. This was disgraceful. This was pathetic. This was all about a narrative to control everything. Am I taking everything away from people who work so hard this year to accomplish? Yeah, I'm taking a lot of shit away. I'm taking a lot of shit away from a lot of players who did work hard this year. And for that type of product to be put on a field and displayed for investors, for companies, is disgusting. Anyone, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Next year, I'm not buying anything that has NFL written on it. I might not even watch half of the games next year. I'm not. And whether my team or anyone else's team was a part of anything like this to to have a victory, it was disgraceful. I'm gonna give y'all two instances. Remember when we played Detroit? We played Detroit and we got like a hands to the face or some shit. I didn't think it was a hands to the face. I wasn't one of the ones who was cheering at the time because it's my team to call a penalty on another team that I didn't think was actually a penalty. I think we got away with one. The time we hit the Hail Mary on Detroit. However, some of these things have been against Detroit. That's unfortunate. But you understand that there's a narrative. Do you know if we would have lost that game to Detroit on that Hail Mary, that we might not even made the playoff that year? My team. So who cares, huh? No. This was a disgraceful, pathetic showing from the NFL. And for the NFL to not do what the NBA has done in the past and investigate some of these referees out here is ridiculous. For the referees after the NFC Championship game, which none of them were disclosed to say that, yeah, they missed calls on the field. Oh, after the game, you're gonna say you missed calls on the field? It's fucking pathetic. Okay, I'm not crowning nobody the goat. I'm not when it's a team game. I'm not counting nobody as the goat. For them to say, "Oh, one person is better than Michael Jordan." No, this is different sports. That's a sport where the one person could control the narrative. And in football, you one person can't control the narrative. You need everybody to play the way they need to play. You understand? Now, for somebody to be lucky, that's different. But I'm tired of sitting up here and watching football come down to, did he cross the plane or didn't he? Is his knee down or wasn't it? It was clearly a fumble and it wasn't. There's more plays than the plays that happen on the field today. I've seen people literally ripping pieces of the Chiefs jersey to stop them, and nothing was called. This is disgraceful. This is disgusting. This is unethical. Everything to play with people's lives and futures and everything like that. A lot of people lose their jobs over games like this. A lot of people lose money. A lot of people lose sponsors. A lot of things go on. These type of losses or wins changes narratives in the NFL. It was purely disgusting to see what I seen today. You motherfuckers who got something to say negative, you motherfuckers don't know shit about nothing. You don't know football. You don't watch routes. You don't watch how routes are run. You don't know shit about play calling. You don't know shit about silent counts. You don't know shit about audibles. You don't know nothing. You think you know. You don't know nothing. You never played. You never played organized football. You don't know nothing. But you sit up here and what you see is acceptable. Why? Because it's your team or your team has lost and it's another team that's a rival of your team. I don't give a fuck who won or lost today. You understand? I didn't give a fuck who won. I didn't give a fuck if Brady won. I didn't give a fuck if Pat Hunt won. My quarterback won't win it. I didn't give a fuck. But you know what I failed to see, and I'm gonna go back to the Rams. Rams versus Pats. Patriots was getting held all that game. Why you think the game was so low scoring? Because it was a lot of holding out there. And one thing, if you go back and watch that game, they said the refs are letting them play. The refs are letting them play. Come on, man. It is what it is, man. People don't care about your bro. They don't care about our feelings. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about nothing. This shit is a business, bro. This shit is not personal. But to see what I saw tonight, to at least to make myself watch that shit was that shit was way worse than what we went through. I don't want to see teams winning on technicalities. Oh, he's lying in the neutral zone. Man, the man was barely over the thing. Oh, they hold him. Bro, come on. Y'all was doing the same shit to them all night. But don't but when when it's day turn, nah, I don't keep my shit. You know, my yellow flag. I'm gonna throw my yellow flag tonight on the referees. My yellow flag. I'm throwing my shit at the referees. That was disgraceful. That was embarrassing. That is the reason why this league has been losing money. It ain't about COVID. They could blame COVID all they want to. It ain't about no fucking COVID. Period. It ain't about no COVID. Excuse me. It ain't about none of that shit. It's about people, investors, everyone being sick and tired of teams being fucking blackball, man. That's all it is, bro. So, like I said, people can say, "Oh man, you salty, bro. Your team went in it." I don't give a fuck if my team was in it or not. I wouldn't even want my team to play today if that was gonna be the means of a motherfucker winning. You know, this is football. This is a game where the narrative is not controlled. This is a this is an unpredictable game where things can happen on any play, and for them to rob a team like that, and for them to fucking literally held their way to a title, man, it's disgraceful, bro. It's fucking disgraceful, and I have no respect for anyone in a fucking white and black jersey today. For you not to let the man play, for you to let one team play on one side and then be so fucking ticky tack on the other, it's pathetic, man. Pathetic. Pathetic, man. So I don't know where the NFL goes from here, but if that's the type of shit we're gonna be going through every year, I plan to not be a part of that, man. I don't want to be a part. I don't want you not finna keep robbing my team. You know, you sit up there every Sunday. You see players go offside. Like you see linemen come out their breaks fast. They don't throw a flag. They don't. You know, it take for motherfuckers like Rodgers to fool the defense to get them. But when they do go offside, they don't call it. Devontae Adams should have had fucking 200 yards, but they held that man. They fucking was taking pieces of the man's jersey home. It's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic for a fucking for what though? What are you gaining? You're not. What you don't understand is that you're killing the biggest fan base. Ain't don't nobody give a fuck about Tampa Bay, bro. Tampa Bay fans ain't spending no money. Them motherfuckers don't hardly know any shit about anything about football. Teams like Green Bay, teams like Kansas City, teams like the Colts, teams like Dallas, Steelers. Those are teams that built this fucking the Bears. Those are teams that built the NFL. No Buccaneers. Motherfuckers was shit for 30 years. You know, before John Gruden got there. But you're making fans disgruntled, bro, and that's gonna be a pitfall because anyone to think that motherfuckers was at Walmart and all that shit buying up snacks and spending all that money, but I ain't smell no barbecue outside. Motherfuckers not barbecuing. Motherfuckers not. They didn't give a fuck about this Super Bowl because they knew what the narrative is. Everybody I talk to about, hey, you watching the game? Man, I ain't watching that shit, bro. I ain't watching that shit. Why? What was the main reason they said why? Oh man, I think they cheated Green Bay. These ain't even Packers fans, bro. You gotta understand that. These ain't even Packer fans I'm talking to. These just probably these brand I'm in Vegas, bro. It's a lot of Rams fans here, Steelers fans here. It's some Kansas City fans here. That a lot of Dallas fans here. People who felt like, dude, dog, they cheated y'all, bro. Oh, who you fuck with? I fuck with Packers. Oh man, they cheated y'all, bro. That's all I've been hearing, bro. And these are casual fans. So do you think casual fans finna turn a? First of all, the commercials was shit this year. Anybody paid $2, $3, $4, $5 million for a commercial today, you feel be kicking your own ass, cause you didn't make not a commercial. Only thing I probably seen was a decent commercial was a Doritos commercial for 3D Doritos from back in the day. But the casual fans, the people that's not us. Now, if you really lose us, you really fucked. I'm not about. Listen, I love. It depends though, cause Packers be coming out with some nice hats, and I bought this year hat, cause Matt LaFleur was rocking that beat, so I bought one. But you gotta understand, man. The casuals control the narrative, bro. If you don't have casual fans willing to turn, this was not a holiday today, bro. This was not something where everybody I know was. I didn't. Motherfuckers want. Motherfucker, hey, you having soup? You doing something super? I ain't doing shit. Motherfucker don't give a fuck about COVID, bro. Keep yourself clean, washed up, all that type of stuff. Sanitizer, distance. You ain't gonna worry about COVID. That COVID, that's what the NFL gonna throw in everybody's face and say, this why TV numbers were down, investors. This why jersey numbers were down. It's COVID. No, motherfucker. It ain't COVID. It's the product. Think about it. With COVID going on, this should have been one of the highest watched NFL Super Bowls ever. It's not. It's not, bro. This is one of the lowest because they tired of seeing someone being controlled. This been happening with that man. I'm not speaking to that man in this channel. This been happening with that man since he first got his first little cheat bowl when he played the Raiders. The Raiders were supposed to go to the Super Bowl, bro. Cheated for that man. Cheated the next year. Cheated the third. Y'all, listen, man. Y'all just watch football. I know football. I understand football. I watch every play, every down, every person. I don't just look at the quarterback dropping back. I look at what the center doing, what the left tackle doing, what the right guard doing. I look at everything, bro. I go back and watch shit. Everything's been controlled. Everything's been controlled for the beginning, bro. Same thing when we won the Super Bowl last. When after Nick Collins scored the touchdown, we went ahead. The rest in their mind said, you know what, we can't let this be a blowout for the Packers. What did they do, though? They changed the whole narrative, bro. When San Francisco beat us when we were 15-1, San Francisco was holding us, literally body slamming our players on the ground for Colin Kaepernick to get 180 yards. Even last year when they played San Francisco, they were holding us on the defensive line. Our defensive line wasn't that terrible to give up 200 at fucking yards. No, they were holding us. The referees swallowed their whistle all this time, bro. If you go back and look at the Bostic fumble on the onside kick, Seattle was onside. I'm telling you, bro. You can go back to the Eagles 4th and 26. I don't know if y'all remember that. How wide of a Packer fan are you? 4th and 26 to beat the Eagles. It was offensive pass interference. See, it's a lot of shit, bro, that these referees have been blind to. We seen it firsthand with when we lost to Seattle, and it was clearly an interception, and they called it a touchdown. One motherfucker said this. One motherfucker said this. One motherfucker said this. I think that's like or like we had the interception. That's when it was came to the light. This shit now, referees so good at hiding it. Where the average non-football motherfucker don't know what he looking at. He looked at the play. He don't understand everything that went through the play. So it's disgusting. That's why they did away with the pass interference. You can call they knew. They knew. We don't want to give these coaches too much control, man. I think I don't give a fuck the game 6 hours, bro. This is one game for your life, bro. This ain't 7 games. This ain't best out of 7. This ain't none of that, bro. This is one game for your season. 16 long weeks, bro, of your life. It's disgusting. NFL, you need to get your shit together, because if this gonna be the case, I'm just gonna fucking what? I'll go watch a movie or something. I'll go watch Marvel or some shit. I'll go watch something that's just as predictable as the shit you putting on TV. You might as well go watch a Marvel movie. That's all sports is turning into now. Other than shit, I could say like baseball or something like that. Baseball is a lot harder to just outright blatantly cheat for a team, or Listen, I feel for any Kansas City Chiefs fans. I feel for any Packers fans, any other team than the two teams that was there tonight. I do not feel for any Tampa Bay fans. You motherfuckers was lucky. And this shit is not about Tom Brady. This shit is not about Tom Brady, bro. So I'm gonna leave this video where it is. It's getting long enough. Understand what I'm telling you. This shit is bigger than any player on that field or any one of us. Shit is a business. It's being controlled. And it showed it tonight. And if any one of us, any player, any fan, don't wake up to see what they're feeding us, you can wait another 10 years, 20 years until your team win another Super Bowl. Well, depend on the team too. Because certain teams are in certain people's pockets more than others. And if they're not able to get in them pockets, that's why. And certain teams, if you wonder why you haven't been where you want to be in a long time, is because you won't get into them pockets, and your talent don't outplay the narrative. See, one thing Kansas City didn't do is play better than what they needed to today. They played great. They always play great. But they needed to play a perfect game today. And they didn't. Why? You know why. They weren't able to. They weren't allowed to. Let him come in there and dethrone one of the greatest offenses we've ever seen. I ain't gonna lie to you. How come last time this motherfucker had over 300 yards, damn near 300 yards in one half, but now can't pull 100? Adjustments, my ass. I'm done, man. I'm done with being quiet about this shit, man. Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? Well, I'm out of here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. If you believe what I believe, let me know. If I'm a salty motherfucker, let me know. But if you really understand what I'm telling you, you'll understand that we have no control. And even the players who are the best at their position in the world, they have no control. It's disgusting, bro. Disgusting. I'll let y'all later.